Howdy, friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of Shop Talk. Just a couple of things. These videos are made primarily for my sons and my daughter, but they're also for a broader group of people. And so I want to just share some things that at 60 years old, I have learned the hard way, and I'm still learning and developing and growing in, but things that have added a great deal to my life and to my experience of life with Jesus. So here we go. They're just simple little talks, and you can accept them. You can do what you want with them. That's fine. It's totally all right. Recently, I've been making a real intention to spend more time listening in prayer with Jesus, and I've discovered in doing that I'm very opinionated. Surprise! Very opinionated about a lot of things, and as I have talked to Jesus about these things in prayer, and as I have listened, and by listening I mean devoting large amounts of time in just silence and being quiet, what I've heard and what I've begun to see on the inside is that a lot of my opinions are things that really have nothing or very little to do with me and my life. And they are things that are beyond my influence, my control. And as I have thought about this, I've thought of the scripture, I believe it's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. In the NIV, it says, "Make it your ambition to live a quiet life, to mind your own business, to work with your own hands, so that you can have something to share, with those in need, and behave properly toward outsiders and unbelievers." In Psalm 131, David speaks about, "Lord, my heart is not proud, and I do not set my eyes on things that are too marvelous and too wonderful for me." And some translations even say things that are just far beyond me. And instead, he says, "I have quieted my soul like a weaned child against his mother's breast. I've leaned on you, Jesus. I've leaned on you, Papa." And, a couple of years ago, I was really kind of frustrated with my circumstances at work and the scheduling and that kind of thing. And I was, driving home one day, and I was getting to where I was griping about it every single day, just coming home in a rotten mood or going to work in a foul mood. And one day I left work after having this schedule that just, wasn't anywhere the kind of schedule I wanted. I'm driving home later than I wanted to. Anyway, I was just bitching and griping to the Lord about the whole deal. And I said, man, they don't care about me. They don't care about nothing. They don't care what time I get home. They don't care if I ever get home. All they care about is that I do the work. Their heart isn't toward me. Their heart has their hearts don't care about me at all. And after I settled down and got quiet, I heard the Lord say, "You don't know their heart toward you, but you know mine toward you." Well, needless to say, that shut me up right there. So I guess my encouragement is this, you know, don't concern yourself with things that don't really have any bearing on your life. Don't let yourself get bothered by things that are outside your sphere of influence and that are outside of your control. If there is something that you can share your concerns and ideas and thoughts on, do it respectfully and do it in a way that's worthy and respectful toward the other person. And then once you do that, just leave it alone. Leave it with them and let your request be made known to God. And your Papa, who loves you more than anyone ever will, and who loves us and cares for, and who causes all things to work for good to those who love him, he will do that. He will cause it all. He'll bring it all around. But you have to wait, and you have to be patient, and you have to be willing to take the long view. Don't judge too soon. Don't look out at the fields and go, man, we're not going to, this ain't going to work. This is going to go south. Don't be arrogant and opinionated like me. And thanks be to God, he's changing me, and I'm working with him in the healing process. So, my friends, make it your ambition to live a quiet life, to mind your own business, to work with your own two hands, mind your own affairs, and so that you might have something to share with others, and that you might behave properly toward outsiders. I love you all. Hope you have a great day. See you next time.